This is Augustana Sportscene, a weekly update on Viking athletics at South Dakota's largest private college. Now, let's catch up on the action and excitement of Augustana athletics as we roll our Augustana Sports Update for this week.
Last weekend, Coach Tom Billiter's Augustana men's basketball team split a pair of road games. The Vikings fell to number 20 ranked Minnesota State Mankato 84-77 before coming back to roll over Concordia St. Paul 89-68. In the Minnesota State game, the Mavericks shot 56% from the field and got to the free throw line 27 times to notch the 7-point victory. Casey Schilling led all scorers with 19 points, with freshman Devin Gilligan adding 15 and Daniel Jansen 14. Yuri Malashenko led the team in rebounds with 6, while Schilling paced Augustana in assists with 5. In game number 2 of the weekend, the Vikings grabbed a season-high 49 rebounds, including 19 on the offensive glass. Augustana, now 11-7 and 8-4 in NSIC action, led Concordia by as much as 37 points in the second half. Sophomore big man Daniel Jansen made 10 of 11 shots from the field on his way to a 23-point night. Sophomore Casey Schilling had a monster game as he scored 21 points, hauled down 16 rebounds, and picked up 3 steals. Senior Yuri Malashenko chipped in with 7 rebounds, while freshman point guard Adam Byer passed out 3 assists. In women's basketball, Coach Dave Krause' team came out in the short end of road games at Minnesota State Mankato and Concordia St. Paul. In the MSU game, the Lady Mavericks got out to a fast start to post a 48-24 halftime lead. The Augustana ladies would rally in the second half, but a late game surge earned MSU the 82-64 victory. The Vikings shot just 30% from the field and were out-rebounded 56-44. Emily Schulte tallied 18 points, with Shantiva Ashley scoring 16. Brianna Gullickson added 12 points and snared 11 rebounds. Then last Saturday, Augustana fell 81-79 at Concordia St. Paul as the Golden Bears hit a 3-pointer at the buzzer for the victory. Shantiva Ashley led the team with 23 points, while Riley Norgard had a double-double with 20 points and 15 rebounds. Brianna Gullickson added 14 points. In wrestling, Coach Jason Reitmeyer's team posted a 2-1 record as they competed at the Wisconsin Parkside Duels in Kenosha, Wisconsin. The Vikings defeated number 10 ranked Indianapolis 38-9 and beat Findlay 34-9, but while dropping a hard-fought match to McKendree. Augustana is now 8-4 on the season. TJ North at 125 pounds and Sean Derry at 184 both went 3-0 in the competition. Winning twice for the Vikings were Morgan Engbrecht at 133 pounds, Jacob Anderson at 141, Braden Nisus at 157, and Jade Docken at 197. And in indoor track, CJ Ham broke the school record in the weight toss at the Dort Open in Sioux Center, Iowa, with a toss of 55 feet, 11 inches. Other winners for the Vikings at the meet were Henrik Hansen and Kayla Mesher in the 600-meter run, Kelsey Kaufman in the high jump, and Kyle Blakesley in the mile run. That's our sports update for this week. When we come back, we'll talk Augustana men's basketball with Coach Tom Billiter. Stay with us.
Augustana Sportscene is brought to you by Sanford Health, improving the human condition, and by Midcontinent Communications, the connection that counts. Augustana Sportscene is also brought to you by Life Touch, photography for a lifetime, and by Graham Automotive, real service, real value.
Hey, John, heads up. I'm going to be sick for about a week next month.
Next week, I'm going to get a horrible rash and ruin our vacation plans.
Mom, this Thursday, I'm going to throw up all over my teacher.
You can't schedule everything in advance. That's why there's Same Day at Sanford. For your same-day appointment in family medicine, pediatrics, OBGYN, or internal medicine, contact your local clinic or simply call 855-SAME-DAY.
I have evidence that proves my dad's a space alien. Speaks a weird language. Drinks green stuff. He says he's from Albuquerque. I'm not buying it. I mean, just look at him. And one more thing, he has a spaceship. The evidence doesn't lie. My dad's an alien.
The highly advanced Audi A6, named to Car and Driver's 10 Best. Experience exceptional value on the Audi A6 at your local dealer today.
I was nervous for picture day. My mom let me pick out my outfit. She said, pick wisely. I stood in line with my friends, and then it was my turn.
Next.
There were big lights and a backdrop, and the picture lady said, wow, nice smile. And then there was this poof. I really like my picture.
Even a high-efficiency dishwasher can't remove spots from your glasses if you have hard water, but a Culligan high-efficiency water softener can. It saves you up to 46% on operating costs. For 100% beautiful glasses, just say, hey, Culligan man.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Augustana Sportscene. I'm Bill Gross. Joining me now is Augustana men's basketball coach, Tom Billiter. Tom, last weekend, the Vikings took the Minnesota road trip, took on number 20, Minnesota State Mankato on Friday night. Came out on the short end, but a good basketball game.
Yeah, coming back from the weekend before, I didn't think we played real well, and so it was good to come back and bounce back and have some good moments, but we had plenty of bad too. And when you allow a team, again, we allowed them to shoot 70% in the second half, and that was something that you just can't let have happen. And that was, 3 out of 4 halves we had allowed that to happen. So we had to fix that up. Fortunately, we played well on Saturday night. We guarded much better, but it was a good, solid, rock'em sock'em college basketball game. They came out on top, but again, it's a good team for us to play. We enjoy playing each other, and it'd be nice if we get an opportunity to play them again somewhere along the line. Just from the standpoint, it'd be a tournament game and it'd be a great atmosphere, and they do a very good job, very good basketball team.
Well, that certainly could happen. Good news for the Vikings though on Saturday. A real bounce-back, impressive win, 89-68 over Concordia St. Paul.
Yeah, and it was a funny game. Concordia's got a lot of talent scorers. They shoot the ball very well. Therese Van Pelt's one of the best players in the league. And for the first 7-8 minutes, we got off to a hot start, and they came back and cut it to 7-8, and then we just hit another streak. And I think 2 things happened. One, we did guard better. We guarded much better, but we also shot the ball very well. Dan Jansen was 10 for 11 and really didn't miss it was his last shot he missed, so he was 10 for 10 with only a few minutes left in the game, and we had a lead in the second half. We did sub fairly early and had a great thing happen. Every player on our team scored, which is kind of a fun thing. We hadn't had that all year, and so just kind of a fun game to let everybody in the team get some minutes, which was always good, and thought we played well on the road to get a win, anywhere is not easy, but I thought we played real well and not an easy place to play.
Well, Dan Jansen and Casey Schilling again leading the Vikings, and we're kind of taking them for granted. And you already mentioned Dan, but Casey, wow, he had a big one on Saturday night.
Yeah, Casey, again, he's having a very good year, and so is Dan, but so is the team. And I thought the team did a great job of finding those guys. And yet, they're only taking 10, 11, 12 shots a game. Mm-hmm. We're still, we share the ball well. Free throws have a little bit to do with that. We've been to the line. Interesting stat is we've made 2 less free throws than our opponents have shot, which was unique Friday night because we didn't get to the line Friday night at all. And I thought we were being aggressive, and I think Mankato guards very aggressively, but we weren't able to get to the line. So, those 2 guys do get to the free throw line, and that's really helped us. We're a better team when we shoot free throws, and that's what needs to happen for us to be successful.
Well, super win for the Vikings, who now are 8-4 in the NSIC. And 10 games to go, Coach, 6 of them at home, and it starts this weekend against the University of Sioux Falls here on Friday night. USF's won 3 in a row.
Yeah, playing at home is a good thing, but for us, everybody comes in here and plays their best game. Again, I'll tell you, several teams come in here and play in front of more fans in our game than they do for their season, and so I think the atmosphere here, and it's a great place to play. I always tell you when I was at North Dakota State, we loved playing here. The lighting and the color of everything, the background, it's a fun gym to play in. So, we don't take it for granted that we're home. We know we'll get everybody's best shot. So being at home for us, we're 6-3 on the road. We like traveling. Mm-hmm. We're a good road team and always have been. So either way, we don't get too caught up on that. But we do love the opportunity to have our fans here, and they're fantastic. And it should be a great weekend with USF and Southwest State coming in here. It should be just a really fun weekend of basketball.
Coach, any surprises for you as you look at the conference standings?
Well, I think it's an interesting year how we're all bunched up. I do think that every team on a given night is a factor. I don't care who you are. I think from 16 through 1, And I think this past weekend kind of picked it out. But, college basketball is unique. I think you're seeing more and more parity in the big. You watched Creighton go in and beat Villanova at Villanova last night by 26. The parity in the game is more and more. Kids play summer basketball. They play against each other. They play against top opponents. They don't get as psyched out playing a young man who they've never seen before. They're used to playing at the highest level at a much earlier age. I think the parity in college basketball is phenomenal right now.
Yeah, well, the Vikings in the middle of that parity in the Northern Sun right now. Coach, good luck to you and your team. Big games fans, get over here. Friday night, 8 o'clock USF. Saturday at 6, Southwest Minnesota State. When we come back, we'll talk with Augustana women's basketball coach, Dave Krauth. Stay with us.
iMed Mobility offers a great selection of new and used accessible conversion vans. But our mobility solutions don't stop there. We also sell, install, and service stair lifts, platform lifts, and vehicle lifts, as well as modular ramps, vehicle alternative seating, and many other empowering mobility products. Whether in your home or on the go, iMed Mobility lets you live life free from limitations. Let us be there for you. iMed Mobility, sales, service, and rentals.
Combine Midcontinent Extreme Wideband, the region's fastest internet, and Midcontinent Video with TV everywhere, and take shows you normally watch here and watch them anywhere, anytime. So turn your tablet into a TV, take CNN with you, catch the Cartoon Network up here. Turn any screen in the house into a Midcontinent screen. Midcontinent Video with TV everywhere and the flawless streaming performance of Midcontinent Extreme Wideband make Midcontinent the connection that counts.
Audi A4 drivers have spoken. And they rank the A4 highest in total quality index in its class. Experience the new Audi A4 at your local dealer today.
Drives the lane, baseline pass to Williams. Williams shoots, gets up, he scores. Tie game. We are going to bring the ball up court under pressure. Long pass inside to Montgomery. He spins. The shot is up, and it's a 20-foot jumper from the 5'11" sophomore forward.
Our heritage is rooted in the gymnasiums of every town, big and small, throughout the region. For this reason, Sanford Health proudly presents Heritage Court at the heart of the Pentagon.
We're back, and with me now is Augustana women's basketball coach Dave Krauth. Dave, last weekend the Vikings took the road trip over to Minnesota, started out on Friday night at Minnesota State, and ran into a little bit of a buzzsaw over there, came up on the short end.
Well, and Mankato was a very talented team, and probably the deepest team as far as talent in the league. And the first half was easily our worst half of basketball of the season, and you probably have to give your opponents some of that credit, but we were just very lethargic and did not go after the basketball and didn't shoot well, and just everything was bad, down 15 boards at half. Mm-hmm. And then they kind of took our back on our heels, and then they got rolling and knocked down some shots, and so we were down big at half.
Right. And then the second half,
and then
we did come back.
And then the second half, I thought our effort level was much better, and really had some good minutes probably in that second half. But the hole was way too deep, and so we made a couple of runs, and then they finally would counter with a basket, and so we got out of there and really kind of one you want to throw away or not worry about trying to watch it and reevaluate.
Yeah, well, Minnesota State certainly a fine team, number 22 in the nation. And the shooting woes at 30% certainly hurt the Vikings. But then a great comeback Saturday afternoon up at Concordia, and a super basketball game, and just didn't go our way at the end, Dave.
Yeah, no, it was one of those where, if you take, 1 second away from that game, I mean, that could have changed the whole complexion of the weekend, where we'd have come out of there with a win and a split on the road, against, probably the two toughest teams that we combine against on the road. But our effort level was good. We rebounded much better, and but our shooting was, 34% maybe, and that probably again, hurt us as much as anything. Some of those shots weren't necessarily just threes. We didn't shoot well there either, but around the basket trying to draw fouls and do those things. And we did have opportunities coming down the stretch, either at the end of regulation or in overtime, where we could have probably sealed it, but it didn't go our way.
Yeah, Riley Norgard, a fantastic game up in Concordia. 20 points, 15 boards.
Yeah, she rebounded again well both days on the weekend. You know, her shooting was not what she wanted at all. And again, a lot of her shots were, you know, going into traffic, trying to, you know, maybe get some help from the official or with fouls, and she didn't get them. And so that was a struggle for her. But she also hit in the Concordia game three free throws that got us into overtime, and they were very clutch too.
Dave, the Vikings at this point 6-6 in the NSIC, 8 games to go. We've got, 10 games to go. We have 6 at home and 4 on the road, and it starts this weekend with home games. University of Sioux Falls and Southwest coming in, big ones.
Yeah, and they're both kind of on an uptick right now. USF won their last 3, and their shooting has gotten a lot better. It's a shooting team, and it's really improved over the last couple of weekends. And that, of course, has become, you know, our big rivalry. And then Southwest coming in, they could have won their last 4, split over the weekend, but the one they lost, they were at the free throw line with 2 free throws with the score tied at the end of regulation and missed them both to go into overtime and lost. So they're both kind of on an uptick, and you know, I'm glad we're at home and hopefully get our legs back under us and get going in the right direction.
Well, the conference race is heating up here as we move to the end of January, and a lot of jostling for position, and of course the top 4 get a home court, so I suppose that's the main motivation right now.
Yeah, and that's really, we're sitting at 4 and USF 5, and so, you know, that puts a little more emphasis on that game, I think, in that respect. But like you said, there are 10 more conference games, but that is the spot that I would certainly like to have, to get a home game to start the conference tournament, and then hopefully go on and play at the Pentagon.
Fans, get over here this weekend. Big games. USF, 6 o'clock Friday night. Southwest, 4 o'clock on Saturday. Dave, good luck to you and your team. When we come back, we'll catch up with Augustana track coach Tracy Hellman. Stay with us.
I was nervous for picture day. My mom let me pick up my outfit. She said, pick wisely. I stood in line with my friends, and then it was my turn.
Next.
There were big lights and a backdrop, and the picture lady said, wow, nice smile. And then there was this poof. I really like my picture.
This isn't an epic sports commercial.
There's no Hollywood director. There's no $1 million budget. There's no slow motion.
Or stadiums filled with crowds.
It's just us.
Us.
Real athletes.
Real athletes who want to get better, get stronger,
and make the starting lineup. Be healthy and active.
And this is where we'll do it.
The Sanford Sports Complex, a game-changing destination. Learn more at sanfordsports.com.
Have you noticed more and more fees showing up in your account with your bank? Take a look at your statement. You may be surprised. At Sioux Empire Federal Credit Union, the only surprise you'll find is how few fees there are. Imagine applying for your next loan or setting up your account with the peace of mind that as a member owner, you call the shots, including what fees to charge. So why let extra banking fees gobble up your money? Get your account and your loan from the place you own.
Sioux Empire Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA.
Some are new.
I'm Marissa from Minot.
Some have been with us for a while.
Welcome to Grand Forks. I'm Steve.
Yet no matter how long they've been with Midcontinent Communications or where they work in our region,
I'm Dean, Bismarck, North Dakota.
Midcontinent's 1,300 employees have a few very important things in common.
Hi, I'm Bob from Watertown.
They really care about your experience as a customer.
Welcome.
I'm Julie from Mitchell, South Dakota.
They're committed to delivering exciting new entertainment and communication services.
Hi, I'm Erin from Sioux Falls.
And they believe that community service, from building houses for the homeless,
Jennifer from Fairmont,
to organizing events that bring whole communities together,
Hi, I'm Cole in Bemidji.
is just as important as providing great customer service. Because connecting people, no matter how we do it, is something we truly enjoy. Midcontinent Communications, the connection that counts.
Welcome back, and with me now is Augustana track and cross-country coach Tracy Hellman. Tracy, let's back up a little bit first. The national championships back in November in cross-country, the Vikings with both teams in there. Talk about the success.
Yeah, we were really pleased with how our season finished out in Spokane. Our men finished third, which is a program best. We really felt that was a strong showing by our men. Paul Yak led the way with a sixth-place individual finish, and that was actually the top individually highest individual finish we've ever had. And then our women actually really stepped up, and we were a little bit of a down year for our women, but we still rallied and got fifth in the nation in the women. So third in the men, fifth in the women. We feel like we continue to raise the bar with our cross-country program, and we were really pleased how both programs ran this year.
Well, congratulations. Another great year for both the ladies and the men. Well, there's no rest in the world of cross-country and track. The Vikings have switched over now into the indoor season, which got going last Saturday at the Dort Invitational down in Sioux Center, Iowa, and continues here until the championships here toward the end of the winter, and then we go on into spring. So, Tracy, let's talk about the team here in the indoor season.
Yeah, we feel like we have a really strong team in men and the women because we return some key kids, but then also we add some new faces. Probably some of our stars per se in our men and our women, we'll start with the men first, is we certainly are strong in the distance. We're always going to be strong there. But we got some added hurdlers and throwers and jumpers, which is helping our track team. CJ Ham broke the school record in the weight throw this past weekend at Dort, and he's going to be one of our top throwers in the shot put and the weight throw during the indoor season. We have some good hurlers, some young hurlers, Ryan Hewer and Brandon Gildemaster. So we feel like we can balance those out. And then the last few years, we've had a good relationship with the football team, getting some of the sprinters over. Right. So we got some good sprinters from the Greenway brothers. And like I said, Adu Ahmad is back for his senior year. He's the returning national champion a couple years ago. So we got some good, strong men, I guess, in the indoor track season. We were second last year in outdoor season, and so hopefully if we can continue to get better, maybe we can knock on the door for first.
Before we go to the ladies, let's just stop a second here and point out again CJ Ham, running back on the football team, the Greenway boys part of that team, and the Viking men are looking forward to another great season here in indoor and outdoor. Tracy, talk about the ladies.
Yeah, we have, again, we have some returners that have been really strong runners for us in the past. Kristen Brombo actually has track season left eligibility, so she'll run indoor and outdoor. Kyle Blakesley is one of the top runners in middle distance and distance, and she won the mile this past weekend at the Dort Invite. I really think those two girls were really big, strong contributors for us. Kelsey Kaufman is one of the top high jumpers in the conference right now. She won at Dort. She does volleyball in the fall, so she's a good multi-use event girl for us. And so, and then also we have some seniors, Colleen Everson in the jumps and in the sprints, and then we just have some good balance, I guess, in our women. And so we feel like we have a good women's team too. So it's a little bit early to know exactly where we're at in both programs, but I think we'll know a little bit more here in a couple weeks.
As you look ahead toward the end to the conference championships and then nationals, who looks to be the top competition in the conference?
It's kind of the usual suspects. In the men, it's Mankato in the men, and I think that we're going to be up there. And then I think Moorhead and St. Cloud have shown that they have good programs. University of Sioux Falls, I'll say, is a good program. In the women, University of Mary has been the defending champion, and I think Mankato's women are getting better too, and we hope to be right in the mix too.
Okay, well, those championships are coming up toward the end of the winter. One more question, Tracy, that folks out there be interested in. A couple weeks ago, you took a treg over to Norway, spent, I think, about a week, 10 days over there. Fans who followed Augustana track and cross country know we've had quite a connection over there. How did that recruiting trip go?
Yeah, it was a really good trip in terms of connections I made, met with some more athletes and coaches, and it's really an important part of our program and in our school too to have some Norwegian connection, especially on the track and field side. And so it's been something that I've really invested time and effort into, and that it certainly has paid dividends if you see our past results. And so if we can continue to bring in the type of kids, not only good runners, but just good kids we've had from Norway, it's going to be a great relationship to continue.
Well, I had a chance to go with Tracy when we were looking at our plastic surface. We ate reindeer stew over in Norway and had a good time. Tracy, good luck to you and your team.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Bill.
When we come back, we will check out the Augustana sports calendar for this week. We'll be right back.
Exceeding expectations. Getting better every day. It doesn't happen by chance. Preparation pays off. So the only question to ask yourself is, am I better today than I was yesterday? Exceed yesterday. Choose Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
iMed Mobility offers a great selection of new and used accessible conversion vans. But our mobility solutions don't stop there. We also sell, install, and service stair lifts, platform lifts, and vehicle lifts, as well as modular ramps, vehicle alternative seating, and many other empowering mobility products. Whether in your home or on the go, iMed Mobility lets you live life free from limitations. Let us be there for you. iMed Mobility, sales, service, and rentals.
I have evidence that proves my dad's a space alien. Speaks a weird language. Drinks green stuff. He says he's from Albuquerque. I'm not buying it. I mean, just look at him. And one more thing. He has a spaceship. The evidence doesn't lie. My dad's an alien.
The highly advanced Audi A6, named to car and drivers 10 best. Experience exceptional value on the Audi A6 at your local dealer today.
Even a high-efficiency dishwasher can't remove spots from your glasses if you have hard water, but a Culligan high-efficiency water softener can. It saves you up to 46% on operating costs. For 100% beautiful glasses, just say, "Hey, Culligan man."
Let's take a look at the Augustana sports calendar for this week. Friday, January 24th, basketball. Big home games at the Hellman Center against the University of Sioux Falls. The women tip off at 6, followed by the men at 8. And wrestling hits the road for a tough match at Augsburg College in Minneapolis. Saturday, January 25th, basketball teams back home again with Southwest Minnesota State. The women's game is at 4, followed by the men at 6 at the Hellman Center. And wrestling has an NSIC match at Minnesota State in Mankato. And indoor track competes in the big Minnesota Invitational in Minneapolis. And remember, for Augustana athletics information, you can hear men's basketball games on KIKN FM 100.5 and worldwide at KIKN.com. The Augustana ladies basketball games are on KXRB AM 1000 and worldwide at KXRB.com. And for complete information on Augustana athletics, go to our website, goaugie.com, where you can also get discount tickets for home athletic events at goaugie.com/tickets. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next week for another edition of Augustana Sportscene. So long, everybody.
You have been watching Augustana Sportscene, a weekly review of Viking athletics at South Dakota's largest private college. Learn more about Augustana College in Sioux Falls at augie.edu.